I wish I could say her. Part 1. Hey, I am Vihan. Today I am going to tell you the story of me and Anaya. We are in 10th grade. As I sat there in English class, I stared at the girl next to me. Yes, you got it right. She is Anaya. She was my best friend. I stared at her long silky hair and wished she was mine. But she didn't notice me like that, and I knew it. After class, she walked up to me and asked me for the notes. I handed them to her. She thanked me and gave me a kiss on my cheek. All I wanted to do is to tell her how I feel about her. I love her and wanted to tell her that I want her to be mine, but it was too shy to tell her. With this in my mind, we passed 10th and came to 11th. The phone rang. On the other end, it was her. She was in tears, mumbling and on about how her love had broke her heart. She asked me to come over because she didn't want to be alone, so I did. As I sat next to her on the sofa, I stared at her soft eyes, wishing she was mine. After 3 hours, one movie, and 4 bags of chips, she decided to go home. She thanked me and gave me a kiss on my cheek. All I wanted to do is to tell her how I feel about her. This was 12th grade year. One fine day, she walked to my locker. My date is sick, she said. He is not gonna go. Well, I didn't have a date and in 7th grade, we made a promise that if neither of us had dates, we would go together just as best friends. So we did. That night, after everything was over, I was standing at her front doorstep. I stared at her as she smiled at me and stared at me with her crystal eyes. Thinking this in my mind, our 12th grade was cleared and we are in graduation. A day passed, then a week, then a month. Before I could blink, it was graduation day. I watched her as a perfect body floated like an angel upon the stage to get her diploma. I wanted her to be mine, but she didn't notice me like that, and I knew it. Before everyone went home, she came to me in her smock and hat and cried as I hugged her. She said, "Vihan, you are my best friend," and gave a kiss on my cheek. I remained silent that day too. To be continued in part 2.